Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri. In this video, we are going to learn English through gardening. Today, we are going to have breakfast first and after that, we are going to go to the nursery and buy some plants. After coming back, we are going to plant them together. So that is what this video is all about. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first, let's go have breakfast and after that, we'll go to the nursery. So let's go. So, going to breakfast together is one of our favorite things to do. Whenever my brother has a holiday, we go have breakfast and we went to the nursery, which is the most beautiful place. I just love spending time in the nursery. And we had so much fun. I was explaining everything to my brother about every single plant and the care of that plant, and my brother was listening to every single thing very patiently, and I really enjoyed myself over there. And I was looking at a lot of plants and I felt like buying every single thing, but of course we can't. So we had a lot of fun. I was asking him some of the names of the plants and he was just trying to crack jokes out of it. And yes, we I have also explained my brother about the moss stick and the usage of it. So I've tried my best to be the guide of the plants to my brother. And the happy fact is that he was listening to everything and he was asking me doubts, and it was really really nice. And we were even talking to the person in the nursery and he was really friendly. And yes, we have decided to take the lemongrass, so we were just trying to check it. And yeah, I love the smell of it. And also we were trying to talk about remaining plants that were there in the nursery, such as china doll. So there were a lot of plants that were available in the nursery. We are back from the nursery and let me just show you what all we bought from the nursery. Guys, I cannot tell you, I did not want to leave the nursery because it was so nice over there, and the people from the nursery were also chit-chatting in a very nice manner. So I just felt like talking to them about the plants, and it's a really nice experience, I'd say. And I would always tell my brother that, why don't you join me with them? I mean, why don't you ask them for a part-time job so that I can also go and work? But talking about what all plants we bought, I bought this one, which is ZZ. It's my favorite, guys. ZZ is my all-time favorite. It actually looks like an artificial plant, but it's real. And ZZ is a fuss-free plant. I mean, I'm just going to share whatever knowledge I know about plants. I might be wrong, but yeah, whatever I know, I'll be sharing. So talking about ZZ is a very fuss-free plant because you don't have to water this every single day, which will make the work really easy. So it doesn't die on you very easily because Just like potatoes, it has bulbs inside the soil which will store the water, because of which we don't have to water it every single day. And we also bought jasmine. I mean, jasmine is my all-time favorite. Like, I love jasmine. There are kinds in jasmines, right? This one is not mogra, but mogra is like the beautiful flower. It's my favorite flower. This is not mogra. I don't know what is this called. I know what it is called in Telugu, but yeah, this is a kind of jasmine that I can definitely tell you. But if it grows really well. Like, it literally grows like a very big plant where it is going to take the entire space. So let's see what's gonna happen. Other plant that we bought is lemongrass. This is also one of my favorites. I don't know why I like it so much, but whenever I see lemongrass anywhere, there's a park nearby and there's lots and lots of lemongrass over there, which we can't pluck, of course. But yeah, I always try to smell it. I mean, I always try to pluck the leaves and smell it. It really smells nice. It is a mixture of lemon and grass together, which smells really, really nice. And that's the reason I love lemongrass. And we can also make tea out of it, lemongrass tea. Maybe I'll show it to you in some other video. And one more interesting plant is that touch me not. I already touched it, because of which I cannot see them properly, or else the leaves would open and then you can see the plant really well. This is my first time seeing a touch me not, guys. You believe it or not. In class 4th or 5th, I guess, in science, we used to have this plant where if you touch it, it just closes the leaves. And it's my first time seeing it. So we did not thought of buying this, but yeah, we thought, why not just take it. Obviously he's like, take it, there's only one piece available, so we took it. So let's see if it grows or not. I'm not sure about the care of this plant, but when we asked him, he said that you really need to take care of it. You have to water it every single day because it's sensitive, it's delicate. And he was also trying to crack some jokes, saying that this plant has some anger issues, like if you touch it, it just closes itself. So let's see if it works or not. Let's see that. And also we bought few pots. I bought this pot because I wanted to sow some seeds, like fenugreek seeds, which are methi seeds, sow some coriander seeds, dhania. So I just bought this pot for that purpose. And this particular one is for the lemongrass. And we also have one more. No, we have two more. This will be for touch me not, and the other one, this one is for the jasmine. I'm not gonna plant ZZ now itself. I'll just give it some time for ZZ because the roots are still wet. So when you take out the plant from the pot, it undergoes shock, like it cannot survive easily. So I'm not gonna plant this right now. Rest of the plants looks like a bit dry, so that I can take out from the plastic cover and I can pot them. But ZZ is not in that condition right now. I'm just gonna leave it for a while, maybe for like 2 days. I'll leave it, then I'll plant it. So let's start with which is the smaller one among all these. So as I told you, I'm gonna plant touch me not in this one, right? So this is touch me not. First we have to make some holes so that the water escapes from this. If you allow the water to stay in the soil itself, it will not allow the plant to grow. So now we've made some holes, see? And this is touch me not. So we have to be really careful when we are potting a plant. It's good only, no? So cut this really carefully, making sure that the roots of the plant are not getting disturbed. If you are disturbing the roots of the plant, it immediately dries up. I mean, the next day you can see that the leaves of the plant are really, really dull, and which makes me dull. So be very careful. So we have to cover the bottom of the pot with some soil so that it does not leak from the holes that we have made, which are known as drainage holes. First we are supposed to do that, and next we have to take the plant really carefully. I always get tensed whenever I'm supposed to do this. So we are done with Touch Me Not, and now we are supposed to go in with the jasmine. Made holes at the bottom of this pot, and first let's take some wet soil and put it in the pot first. And just press it like this, okay? Now I've already put some soil into the pot. After this, let's just put this aside, and we are going to cut the plastic cover. No, after placing it, we have to. I always feel scared whenever I do this. Just that, what if I kill the plant? The plant is a bit small. I think I should cover the pot with soil till here so that the plant looks good. So first, let's just cover the pot with some soil now. So talking about gardening, guys, I don't know when I have developed this love towards gardening. Maybe in the time of lockdown, we've got stuck in our native place for a really long time. So in our native place, we have a lot of plants. I'll just show you sometime when we go there. I'll make a vlog, but it's really beautiful. We have a lot of place there. I mean, in my grandfather's home, there's a lot of space, and there are so many plants and there's so many flowers, and I literally enjoy myself whenever I go there. So yeah, so that's when I kind of got really close to plants. I've started to research a lot about them. I started to know the names of the plants. Actually researched a lot about the care of the plants, how a particular plant needs that care. I mean, for example, how ZZ is supposed to be taken care, and how jasmines are, what is the care of the jasmine, what is the care of lemongrass. So I have researched a lot about it, and that's what I used to do all the time in the lockdown. And yes, so that's how I have developed love towards gardening. So gardening is always my love. It's always my love. But in Hyderabad, it's the problem of space. We don't have a lot of space, because of which I do not grow a lot of plants here. But in our hometown, there are a lot of plants. I'll definitely show that to you. Maybe for Christmas we might go there. I'll show it to you in case if we go there. So yes, now we have covered the pot with the soil till here. Come closer and show. So we have covered the pot with the soil till here, and now we are just going to place this plant in the pot, and we'll just cover the rest of the pot with the soil. Okay, so the plant stays intact. Okay, do not disturb the roots, guys. Like, literally do not. After placing it like this, we are just going to cover the rest of the space that is left in the pot with the soil, so that it stays like this. Okay, that's what we are going to do right now. And you guys, let me know in the comment section how many of you like plants, and you like to research about them, and you like to water them, you like to take care of them, and what's your favorite plant, and what's your favorite flower. Do let me know that in the comment section. I am always happy to know about you guys. My grandfather really loves plants, guys, and my dad also loves them. One thing I want to tell you is that do not cover the entire pot with the soil, because the pot needs some space for the water to stay whenever you water it. So at least 1 inch of the pot should be left empty, so that every time you water it, it stays there and the plant gets that water nicely. So yeah, we have done this. I hope it grows. Let's see. And one thing is, with jasmine, you just need to take off the dead flowers so that the new flowers bloom again. So we are done with jasmine, guys. Now it's time for lemongrass. I'll show you someday how to make that lemongrass. It's very easy, guys. As I'm telling you, as if it's a very difficult recipe. It's very easy. But yeah, I'll show you sometime. However, I'll be making what I eat in a day, right? So in that, maybe I'll just show you. Instead of green tea, instead of drinking green tea, I'll drink this one. So first, we just need to make some holes again. Anna, please make it and give it. Only scared about touch me not. I don't know if it is gonna live or not. I hope so it lives. Hope for that, because I feel the roots got a bit disturbed. The jasmine is good, but the touch me not is a bit now. I'm scared about it. So let's see. We just need to wait for a while and see how it performs. Based on that, we can come to a conclusion. So holes are done already. Now, chale. So now we are going to, as usual, the same process keeps repeating all the time. So we are supposed to cover the bottom layer of the pot with some soil first, preferably wet soil, so that it stays intact over there and the soil does not leak through the holes that we have made. Okay, so that will be followed to every single plant. I mean, if you pot it. Okay. So once we are done with layering the bottom layer of the pot with the soil, we make sure that the roots are not getting disturbed while you are trying to tear the plastic cover off. All right, please take care of that. Just gonna put it inside the pot and I will just cover the rest of the pot, the empty space of the pot, with some soil. I feel this is therapy, guys, where you spend time with plants and you take care of them. Even if you have like 1, 2 or 3, 4 plants at home, that's still good. Instead of having nothing, it's better to have something, right? So it's always nice. I have covered the rest of the space in the pot with the soil, and now we are almost done with planting everything in the pot. We are done with the lemongrass, we are done with the touch me not, and we are also done with the jasmine. One more task left, which is to fill this one with the soil so that we can sow some seeds on top of it. Okay, so first we are supposed to make holes to it. Supposed to sow some seeds of dhania and some fenugreek seeds, methi. So we are supposed to do that now. Now, in the time that I fill this pot with the soil, let me tell you something. So when I initially got fascinated with gardening, I always used to assume that people are supposed to be born with that blessing, that every plant that they plant should should live. So they are supposed to be blessed with that. I mean, we call them, right, green fingers. So I always used to assume that I do not have green fingers. Like every plant that I plant, it's okay. Every plant that I plant dies. That is what I always used to assume. But later, when I researched a lot about it, I got to know that it's all about logic, guys. It's all about science. I mean, if you do it in the right way, your plant is going to live. I mean, the plant is of course going to live. It's all about doing it in the right way and taking the right care of it. Because I always used to think that every time my mother plants something, and that plant actually lives. And every time I do it, that dies. And I always used to assume that what's wrong with me, what's happening. So once I have literally taken that challenge to, literally plant everything in a right manner possible, and that plant actually lived. And it's a mogra plant, and we used to have a lot of mogras out of that plant. And yeah, so it's actually a myth that you're believing in. If you plant everything in a right manner, the plant lives. So I have filled this pot with soil, like leaving only 1 inch of gap here, okay? And we are going to sow some dhania seeds and also coriander seeds and also some fenugreek seeds. So half will be dhania and half will be coriander. I don't know if they are gonna live or not, but we'll just give it a try, okay? So while I sow this, let me just tell you something. So there's one of my brother's friends has a beautiful house, okay? I mean, it's a vintage house and the entire house gives that vintage vibes. So when I went to his friend's house recently, I was amazed by the kind of place that they had in front of their house. Like, there were so many plants and they had so much of space to grow the plants. And I was literally admiring all the plants sitting there. I felt like, you are blessed with so much of place to grow as many plants as you want. So I really love that. So when I told her that, you have such a beautiful house, and when I told her that you have such a beautiful garden, it's all vintage vibes, guys. And I have been telling her all throughout that day that you can actually take so many videos. I mean, you can actually have so many backgrounds to shoot. And she is like, whenever you want, you come and shoot. You're always welcome. And she was too sweet that day. So yes, it was really, really nice. So I just thought of sharing that. We are done with potting every single plant. We are supposed to put all of these in the balcony and then we have to water them. If I water here itself, the entire space becomes dirty. So I'll just shift all of these to the balcony and then I'll be right back. So now we have shifted everything to the balcony. Now it's time to water them. I think there is a rule that you need to follow even when you water the plants, because when we water them, we literally put that pressure while watering, because of which the plants might die. This is something that I've learned from my grandfather. So now we are going to water the plants, but before that, let me just show you what all we have today. We have only few, but let me just show you that. This is tulsi that we have. My mother daily insists me to eat at least 5 leaves of tulsi. So I do that on her insist. And we have one mogra plant here which got dried up because it's been almost 1.5 years since I have actually planted this one. So it flowered a lot. So I think the lifespan is now no more. So it got dried. I'm thinking to remove that, but I'm not getting that hard to take it off. Someday I'll do it. So we have coriander already, which I have sown recently, which are of course sprouting. So yeah, I actually use this in my juices. And we have bryophyllum. Come closer. So this bryophyllum is something that is given to me by my brother's best friend. Just now I told you that she has a very big house and there's a lot of place for gardening and all. She was the one who gave this to us. But when we planted this one, it was almost dried up. So we thought it wouldn't live at all. But luckily, it lived and I'm really happy for that. I don't know what plant is this one. It is planted by my mother. I mean, she has sown some seeds. I don't know what it is called. And this tulsi is also by my mother itself. Like, she has sown some seeds and it grew really fast. Really, really fast. And this is the one that I just planted, which is jasmine and the lemongrass that we have here. And touch me not. Let's touch and see if it actually folds. Let me just touch it. See, it folded, guys. Let me just touch and see. Have you seen that? Yeah, it did. And we have some coriander and some mint here. Mint is also my favorite. Shall I touch it? It's beautiful, no? And there's one more leaf here that we can touch. Here. So as soon as we touch, it's just folding itself. So we have the seeds that we have sown, which are methi and dhania. So that's it. These are all the plants that we can actually fit in the space that we have in the balcony. So now it's time to water them. My mom every day waters them, but now I have to water them. I mean, the plants that I've just sown. So when I water the plants, I make sure that I keep my hand. I do not pour the water on top of the soil because it creates a disturbance for the plants. So please put your hand as a protection. Okay? I hope all these plants live happily and healthy. One benefit that we have is that we get sunlight early in the morning. So every day I do that. Every day I sit in the sun in the morning, and I really enjoy that. So it is a benefit for plants as well, not only for us. My mother already watered these plants, this one, and this one. I'm just supposed to water the ones that I've just planted. So these methi and dhania ones, do not put pressure, guys. Like, be really gentle, okay? Keep your hand as protection. And watering too much can also kill your plants. So please do remember that. So as the person in the nursery told us that we really need to take care of touch me not because it's very sensitive. So I really have to keep my eye on this every single day. Grandfather taught this to me that, touch the soil and see. If the soil is wet, do not water it. But at least, dig your finger deep into the soil and see if the soil sticks to your finger. If it does, do not water it. But if you feel that the soil is dry, then you have to water it. Okay. So this is one thing that is taught to me by my grandfather. Okay, so I have watered all the plants. I'm really happy. Maybe I'll just keep giving you updates about the plants. Yeah, let's hope so. So this is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I completely enjoyed the process of going to the nursery, bringing the plants and planting them and explaining the stories to all of you. I feel really happy. It smells good. So yes, this is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys have liked it. I know this is a very small space but it still gives me so much of happiness. Looking at all of these actually gives me so much of happiness. So that's it for the video. I'll just end the video right here. I'll catch you guys in the next video very soon. If you were able to hear any of the noises outside, please try to avoid them. So that is it for the video, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Till then, you take care. I will see you soon. Bye.